So in terms of the engine level, for me, this is a 3.7 litre, and I know that it holds around about 6 litres of oil. Here we have an ESP dynometer tester, and on the right hand side there is giving you options, and pistons have moved the oil around until the oil level sensor then picks up the correct amount. It also gives me the engine code, which is M112E37, and as you can see, the oil level now is kind of settled, it's starting to come down, 6.4. This here is the VIN number for your car, and you'll see down there, that's your VIN number. So as you can see there, I've got an ABS light on, and that's because I've gone into that ESP dynometer test. Turn the engine off, and there we go. Now, what you want to do is in the middle, the little reset button, and there you go. It will say UB on here, which actually stands for voltage. It's a German thing. I also have a little voltmeter that I've wired in, and it just goes into the cigarette lighter, and I have that there permanently. So one of my lovely subscribers goes by the name of Harness3848. Actually just reminded me that there's another little secret menu. So enough talk, I'm going to get straight into it. And what it allows you to do is get a much more accurate picture of the oil level, rather than just showing maybe add 1 litre or in America 1 quart. This goes into much finer increments, but it also gives you some VIN details and voltage details, and this is how you do it. So the first thing to do is please don't start your car, because it will muck up the levels. You've got to do it when you've left the car for 5 minutes or more. But what you want to do is put the key in and just turn it just before it cranks. So basically just turn the key once to the first click. So all the lights come on the dash, your radio will come on, that sort of thing. Right, now if you look at the screen there, we're on the Since start screen, and you're going to use these arrows here on the bottom, which is your menu buttons, to then go through to the right particular screen. And then I'll show you how to get into the little secret menu. Right, so you press the button on the bottom on the left and just work your way through until you see this one. It's the odometer with the total miles of your car and the temperature on the right hand side. Now what you want to do is in the middle, the little reset button there, just press it 3 times like this. 1, 2, 3. And there you go. It will say UB on here, which actually stands for voltage. It's a German thing. And then on the left hand side, we've got 11.8. So actually my voltage is a little bit low, to be fair. I've just turned the radio off. You may see that will start to rise. But also, that's really handy, because sometimes the voltage, which is 11.8, is for the rear battery at the back. It's your consumer battery. And that's a good ready reckoner to make sure that your battery's okay. Should sit around about 12 volts. But what I also do, just to show the accuracy, is that you've got 11.8 volts there. Well, down here by my gear shift, I also have a little voltmeter that I've wired in, and it just goes into the cigarette lighter, and I have that there permanently. You can see there I've got 11.8 just fluctuating to 11.9. And I've always thought this, I've always thought there should be a voltage on the car at all times, especially if you drive automatics, but that's just my thing. Anyway, that's how you can find it on your Mercedes SL. Right, let's keep going through the menus and see what other goodies we've got. So now press the up arrow again, and it says oil level there at sort of 0.01. And on the right hand side, it's going to give you your software version, and underneath it, it actually shows you the VIN number, not for the car, but for your instrument cluster. So that VIN number is specific to your particular car. If you press the up arrow one more time, here we have an ESP dynometer tester. And on the right hand side there is giving you options, and you use the plus and the minus key to go through those. So if I was to press plus on, so as you can see there, I've got an ABS light on, and that's because I've gone into that ESP dynometer test, because on the right hand side, you've got the plus button and it's highlighted with on. So what you want to do to make sure that you come out of this diagnostic test is simply move the minus arrow down, and then move to the next menu. Turn the engine off. And there we go. Back on again. I'm out that diagnostic test, which told you on the dashboard it said diagnostic rig, and we're out of that ABS ESP menu. We've got no more faults on the dash. The next menu, if I press the up arrow key again, it goes into the VIN on the left hand side, and on the right hand side now this here is the VIN number for your car, and you can check to make sure that corresponds simply by looking on the door jamb here, and you'll see down there on this little label that's your VIN number, and it should correspond with your dashboard. Press the arrow up key one more time. We go back to the voltage. So now let's go back to the oil level again. So go one more, and then we got oil level. Now, in order to see what the oil engine level we need to have is, so if I now start the engine, there we go. It tells me the oil level is 7.41, 7.2. It's going to settle because obviously the pistons have moved the oil around until the oil level sensor then picks up the correct amount. It also gives me the engine code, which is M112E37. And as you can see, the oil level now is kind of settled. It's starting to come down, 6.4, 6. So I got 6.51 there. And unlike where you normally check the oil level, where you do it where it's cold, and you go into the standing menu and it might say add a litre or add a quart. This gives you the actual specific level for your engine. So you can actually put just the right amount that you need in, rather than sort of guessing that you need a litre, for example. So in terms of the engine level, for me, this is a 3.7 litre, and I know that it holds around about 6 litres of oil, and I just topped up a litre because it said on the previous menu, top up by 1 litre. And you know, I've probably gone a little bit more than I should do. It's important to put the right amount of oil in, but at the moment I'd say I've got 0.3 of a litre, or say 300 mils too much. I'm not that worried about it. It will reduce down over time. But if you weren't sure exactly how much to put in, going into that little menu by pressing that little reset button 3 times, it's going to tell you that. You just need to know what volume of litres of oil that your particular model of engine on your Mercedes SL needs, and then you look at how much you've actually got and put the difference in. It's as easy as that. So listen, I hope you like that little hidden menu. I must admit, I completely forgot about it until my lovely subscriber reminded me. And if Mercedes is your sort of thing, there's a lovely little playlist just here. It will give you some more goodies, and if you've got something specific you'd like to know, then maybe I can do a video for you. Just let me know down below. See you on the next one.
'Cause it's time to move on.